Alright guys, I feel like I just made this video, to be honest, but let me just remind you guys that Konami does not know how to slay a dragon, and let's get into it. Swap. Swap! There we go. So, yeah, I have a Dragon Ruler build with one of each dragon. It works. It makes rank 7s and rank 8s and level 8s and etc. And it does it pretty quickly too. So that's a thing. I wouldn't say it is even remotely on the level that it was before. So for you guys saying like who are already like feeling the salt, like don't worry about it. You probably won't see this at a tournament, but I mean, if someone sees this video and figures out how to make it even more consistent, by all means, like, run with my ideas. That's totally cool with me. And let's just see some dragon things. So I had to play an unlimited to play this deck because the new list is, of course, not implemented yet. So I played against a lot of scrubs because I found that in unlimited, the chance of your opponent being a scrub is much, much higher. But that's okay. And I'm gonna be beating this dude down. It was funny about this guy. He turned out to be from Italy, and he was like talking to me in Italian. I was just typing in what he put into Google Translate, and then typing reply and copy pasting, and talking to this dude from Italy. He was like, "What's up?" So that was kind of cool, I guess. And then he made this, and then he said he misplayed, and he meant to make some other rank 5, but it was too late for him. And basically, I just summon the Tether Wolf and run over his things. So let's go to the next one. This is also versus that other guy, because he actually sent me a private message shortly after our duel, like, can we have one more? And I was like, okay, fine. So this time, I mean, this isn't really a very exciting hand. Let's just be honest about that. So I just said the Dandelion and the Bottomless, and call it good. And this guy with this 60 card deck makes probably his one and only XYZ play he's ever going to see with 60 cards. And I bottomless it. Like, nah. Dragon Shrine! And he Magic Jammers it. Which was, I guess, kind of smart, because Dragon Shrine is like the new Ravine, basically. Send a Flameville Guard and a Dragon Ruler. And you're like, what's up? Dragon Shrine. In this bitch. My other idea for making Dragon Rulers work again is a hieratic variant that I haven't really actually built. So it's all a noggin idea. But they got so many vanillas that Dragon Shrine's always going to be live and etc. Just play like the hieratic core. And then I played the Felgrand's effect, but I didn't mean to. So he actually ends up dying a couple turns from now because I used his effect once when I didn't mean to, so I couldn't protect him twice. But it's okay, because this guy was awful. Mainly, I'm just kind of showing you that Dragon Ruler still works, and I'm not even pulling your leg. It's kind of gross that it does. So I think you kind of get how this went. Just run over his things for forever. I'm going to go on to the next one because I don't want to waste a ton of your time with this. Swap, please. I hate how when you swap, it doesn't swap your sleeves back. Give me back my OSU sleeves, scrub. Anyways, I'd say this is actually a pretty good hand. So let's see what I can do. Dragon Shrine Berries, Redox, and a Flameville Guard. And I'm gonna go get my Mythic Tree Dragon, Synchro for Scrap, set my Breakthrough, pop it to pop his back row, which turned out to be a Gotham Z-Call, which, I don't know. This guy was bad also, so whatever. And then I'm gonna start with Scrap Dragon popping both the back rows, and I'm gonna chain my Dragon Carnation to get my Redox back. And as you can see, I have the Mythic combo right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop a rank 8. Unfortunately, I forgot to use the Wood Dragon's effect first, but it's okay, because I'm going to summon Tidal and copy it. Because once you press Special Summon, like, it's going down. And I couldn't just be like, no, I meant to copy the effect first. So that sucked, but turned out fine. Now I've got a Draco Sack and a Felgrand. And Felgrand's going to go ahead and negate that, because I didn't want him to make any plays with that card later. Run it over. That's Sonic Chick. And I'm in a pretty good position. He summons the Goblin, creature swaps, and I just give him a token. And then that's the end of that, as you guys can clearly see. You don't need to see me do the attacking. Here's a duel versus what I initially thought was Lightsworn based on what I saw, but it is some other nonsense. Stop swapping, I only clicked it once. Okay. Anyways. Do the Dragon Shrine to put the Tidal down. And then banish the dude. Get my draws. Normal summon the Fog King. I tributed. I did not mean to do that. I meant to normal summon without a tribute, like his effect says you can do, and make a rank 7. But because this guy was bad, it turned out fine. So I'm gonna poke him for 26. And make a Stardust Dragon, because that's all I really know to do. And this guy, he just summons the Lumina and mills because, well, he's looking at this. So I'm sure that wasn't very exciting for him. He's longing to mill lights for this guy, obviously, for the Collapse Serpents, and then he mills 2 Malicious. So, and I guess kind of in some respect that's what you get for playing cards like that. And then get back my Blaster, and then special the Tidal. And then that's the end of that. Let's move on to the next one, because you guys can clearly see that I have game on board. Here I am playing another one of these awful whatever decks, because I'm in Unlimited trying to play the new list. And I keep playing like 60 card traditional format decks that are awful beyond imagination. So if you're looking at the file names, you'll see that it's like Dragon Rulers January versus whatever. January Dragon Rulers versus whatever else. January Dragon Rulers versus whatever other thing. And like I just didn't know what to call them. And here this guy goes, not reading cards, attacks my Tether Wolf, and then it just chills like, hey. End phase, I get to zap that fucking Avarice, but he never ends up with 5 monsters in grave, so it doesn't really matter. I didn't know. It's worth noting that I did not know that it was an Avarice at the time. So here's another level 8 play. I'm just thinking that this guy is playing like Cybernova or something because I want to assign him a deck. I'm naively thinking that these 60 card scrubs play decks and not just like a bunch of cards in a stack. So there's that. And he neglects to read Crimson Blader and sets another card. or realizes that he's going to lose if he doesn't do that, perhaps. But either way, here comes the mythic combo again. Tree, water. Another thing that I've noticed is that Debris Dragon can pick up Mythic Tree Dragon, and you can make a Queen Dragon Djinn, so that's pretty dirty. I haven't actually pulled off that play yet, but not because I haven't had an opportunity to, because it hasn't really been, like, appropriate yet. So here this guy goes Monster Reborn, clearly trying to get back his Cyber Dragon. He waited for a long ass time before he settled for my Tether Wolf. So here we go. Here comes the game push. And then Call Lahonic picks up Tether Wolf for exactly game. And of course, if I had needed to, and he had blocked that, I could have summoned the Tempest, banishing Corseska and Debris Dragon from hand to make another rank 7. Would have had a Draco Sack, pop this, pop that, and then get the 2 tokens. So this is, like, if you open Dragon Shrine and a Gold Sark, like, that's a hand that you're going to have fun with. So Dragon Shrine goes ahead and gets me my Tempest, or access to it anyways. And then I say, I want Mythic Water Dragon. So I Gold Sark title and go get it. And then I do the combo, drop a Felgrand, and set 2. It's worth noting, I also play number 107 and a Dragalog, Ethereal Dragon, whatever his original name was, the rank 8, who special summons dragons as long as he's the only monster on the field. Doesn't really matter. So here comes Lone Fire, Cadespore, Tempest comes out to play for free, Synchro for Thought Ruler, thinking I'm going to gain some life points, and if he has like Mirror Force, at the very least one of these guys will hang around, he'll be fine. So I think you guys can estimate that I won based on that nonsense. Like, who even plays these cards? What is this? I'm just trying to, like, show you guys that the deck works, though. So I've got one more replay. And this is a pretty exciting opening as well. So here comes Dragon Shrine and Foolish. And I'm just going to set the Dandelion, call it good. This guy was playing, I don't know, Venom? Yeah, he was playing Venom. Okay. I didn't know. I beat him before it mattered. Play the other Dragon Shrine. Just send a blaster to my grave. Lone Fire, Spore. Because obviously I've already got the Dandelion set right here and I only play the 4 plants. Blaster finishes a Lone Fire and a Red Ox. Red Ox gets me the tree. So that way I've got the combo later. Scrap Dragon's going to do some popping, and then that turned out to be Spirit Reaper, so I felt pretty lucky when I did that. And I'm going to smack this dude for 28. And if it's making any of you guys mad that I'm doing Dragon Ruler shenanigans, I would say I'm sorry, but I am most certainly not sorry. Dragon Rulers is the first dragon deck that I've really enjoyed, and haters gonna hate, basically. And here comes the level 8 play. This time I remember to copy the Mythic Water Dragon. And I just go in for game. And that's it. Alright guys. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And Konami doesn't know how to slay dragons. Peace.